Being on the jury is nice, you know, everybody really fights hard to be in this game, and I mean, people would die to just be on the jury. I mean, it's a great thing. I don't get to win $1 million, but I guess I get the disheartening factor that I have to give somebody $1 million. You know, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, it's cool to be here. It's cool to make it as far as I did, but now I got to give someone pony up and give someone $1 million. I would vote for Skupin. I mean, the only reason that you can vote for Skupin is because he's a returning player, and returning players had a big target on their back the entire time. That's really the only reason to vote for Skupin. Voting for Lisa, I mean, you could say that she's kind of hid in the shadows. I mean, and like after that one tribal where everything kind of blew up and everyone like, she was the reason for a lot of the chaos that was happening. She kind of took a step back and then just kind of went along for the ride. Denise has always been a major player in the game. She kind of was on the coattails of Malcolm, but she was still number 2, and she took out number 1, and that's why she deserves $1 million. Skupin needed to realize that he was a returning player, and returning players, they get looked at, maybe they have a target, but they're also looked at to like help build shelter, help build fire. You think he would learn to do those things before he came out here for his second time, but he didn't. So other people had to step up and kind of do what we thought his responsibility was going to be, like lead the tribe, get all of like the successful, or get all the things that we need to survive in order, and then we could start playing the game. But he couldn't do that, and we didn't do that for 6 days. And he's lucky that we never had to go to tribal council because he wouldn't have been out before the merge. Skupin definitely talked to the right people and he made right promises, and he definitely got handshakes that he needed to get to the end. And I mean, he's at the end, but he's not in a very good position at the end. So he could have took a whole bunch of different people, kind of mixed it up, because he was the swing vote for almost the entire game. So Skupin definitely could have done other stuff to be in a better position than he is now. Lisa doesn't know what game she's playing. An honesty game doesn't really make any sense when you keep absolving promises you made to people and then making new ones to other people. So what Lisa did right in the game, when everything blew up that one tribal council where Jeff went home, Abby said she didn't trust her, and Artist was all mad. So she kind of took that and she found new people to get along with, which those people took her to the end. They thought she was a very small threat. I mean, and they took her all the way. She rode the whole way to the final 3. So that was probably her best move. I mean, our alliance kind of got screwed because everybody was not trusting people, and there was really no reason for it not to just be clean slate after that one. But she took what she had and she went the other direction. Denise definitely was able to go through every single tribal council. She went to every single one. She never got voted out. So she was very good at not seeming like a huge threat. She was flying under the radar the entire game. And that definitely is the reason why she's in the final 3. Malcolm took all the hits. Malcolm's the one who made upset, had to make promises that weren't able to keep, lie to people in the face, and then vote them out the same day. And Denise never had to do that. She kind of just sat there, maybe even told Malcolm what to do or strategize, but she never actually had to put herself out there and be the bad guy. Going in tonight, I'm looking at who played the game the best way. I don't care if it was a callous way or whatever way it was. Whoever played the best game deserves to win this game. I mean, it is a game, and so people get hurt in games. Someone has to lose. And how you go about it, I mean, as long as you outlasted, I mean, that's Survivor. During tonight's tribal, is it going to affect my decision? I don't know. I mean, you could definitely see just by watching from the jury position, like you could see who's making the moves and who's taking control and who's in charge of getting rid of whoever, where the pecking order has always been. It's really hard to give somebody $1 million when they just rid coattails all the way, like kind of sitting behind, playing in the back seat while someone else is driving the car. I mean, how can you respect that person's game? I think the only time in Survivor someone like that wins is when there's a bitter jury, and I don't think this jury is going to be bitter.